Hello students. So today we are going to see a new chapter which is known as Introduction to Computer Networks. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to see the history of computer networks and the internet, discuss about the explosion on the internet, demerits of internet, and growth of computer networking. And you can see that uses of computer network at home, business, mobile, and social media. Okay. So these are all the topic that we are going to cover in this chapter. So let's get into it. Okay, the first thing is introduction. So a set of computer connected together for the purpose of sharing resources is called computer network. Okay, so to share some resources like files, softwares, data, uh, hardwares. So to share this information, you need some connection between one system to another system. So either any medium like wired medium or wireless medium. So any kind of medium can be used to uh, communicate between two computers. Okay, so this connection is known as networking. Okay, so here you can see that uh, at present is the most common resource sharing internet. Okay, internet is the most common sharing network platform to share the resources. Okay, so here you can see that we are sharing resources like web camera, speaker, printer, scanner, fax machine, and access service such as www. Okay, so internet is just a connection, but www is a service. Okay, uh, digital audio, digital video, which are uh, which are shared to the user application software and storage server. So this is internet. Okay, internet is just a connection between the computers in all around the world. Okay, and the next thing is the a simple a network in a simple network, a particular system or individual system in the network is known as nodes. Okay, so that's what it is given here. So the connection may be wired connection. Wired connection means physical connection between two computers or many computers, or wireless connection. Okay, wired connection like Ethernet, USB, and OFC, optical fiber cable. Wireless connection like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay, so these kinds of connection can be established between computers. Okay, so each computer in the network is known as node. Okay, each single terminal in the network is known as nodes. So this is you can see that computer network is a technique for is a technique of digital communication network, one that permits node to share its resources. Okay, so this computer network exchanges the data with each other through wire or wireless connections between different terminals called nodes. So the data from this wire is transferred over a cable medium such as a fiber optics cable, wires, or a wireless medium such as Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is the basic introduction to the network. So each node is identified by using this IP address. So IP address is is a identification number. Okay, it is a kind of a telephone number or your mobile number to identify your identity in your network. Okay, so this IP address is used to identify a device or a node in the network. So here you can see that this is the history. So this is a history of computer networks and the internet. So here you can see that uh, Craft. Okay, so this is a father or founder of network. So this is the internet. This person is known as Internet Hall of Fame. Okay. So next is Lawrence Robert. So this person uh, is a person who is an American scientist, is also known as a father of internet. Okay, so these two person invented this internet. Okay, so next is, yes, so this is the history of computer networks. So in 1950, 1950, so the first network is for is named as, okay, it is named, or the method used to connect to devices is stage stag seg sorry semi-automatic ground environment. Okay, semi-automatic ground environment. So it is used by US military for radar system. Okay, so multiple radar system will be connecting to each other, communicating with each other, so that they can find the target. Okay, they can find the target missile or target aircraft to identify it. Okay, next in 1960s, uh, SABRE, okay, semi automatic business research environment. So this commercial airline reservation system, online connection with the two mainframe computers. Okay, so this commercial airline reservation system connects between two uh, mainframe system to reserve seats for uh, reserve seats for the passengers in the airlines. Okay, so next is this is a method which is known as packet switching. So this is packet switching, which was invented by Paul Bryan and Donald. So they invented a device that transfers information between computers and the networks. It uses NPL network, which means National Physical Laboratory Network. So they first coined the word LAN. Okay, LAN, which means a network, local area network. So the speed of transferring data is 765 kilobits per second. Okay, so this is very slow compared to right now. Okay, but you can see that in 1960s. Okay, so it is a great breakthrough. So next is intergalactic. In 1963, intergalactic computer networks. So this intergalactic computer network was sent by JCR Lichtlander to his college office, discussed about the concept, and the computer network engaged to access communication with the user of computer. Okay, so he just proposed the idea that a computer network can be can be created so that information can be shared between two computers. Okay, so next is telephone switch. Okay, in 1965, at first widely used telephone, which was introduced by Western Electric, uh, which implements true computer control. Okay, so here you can see that they are using telephone network. Okay, so telephone switches to share information between computers, and even you can control computers. Okay, So in 1966, wide area network was introduced. So an experimental paper, okay, which means that theoretical article has been introduced about wide area network in 1966. Okay, so it was published by Thomson Morrell and Thomas Morrell and Lawrence G. Robert. Okay, so in this published in the area of time sharing. Okay, so it can be the network can share information based on timestamp. Okay, so when particular time is allotted to a computer so that it can transmit data in that particular time. Other than that, it can receive data from other system. Okay, so next is 1969 to 1970s ARPANET. Okay, so this is hierarchical routing after 1970s internet today. Okay, uh, the first in 1969, four nodes of ARPANETs were connected between four university, namely University of California at Los Angeles, at Santa Barbara, and Stanford Research Institute, and the University of Utah, used in using the 50 kilobits per second circuit. Okay, so different four university systems between four universities connect using this ARPANET. So it transmit data about 50 kbps per second. Okay, next is packets. So switched network was the theoretical work to be modeled as performed by Lionel. ARPANET was first unpinned the development of it and as theoretical work and hierarchical routing in late 1970s. With his student, they they operated or to develop today's network that we use. Okay, so these persons in the year 1970s has introduced this packet concept. So packet is a small division of the data which is used to transmit data from one uh, particular part of computer to another computer. Okay, so next is TCP/IP. So this TCP/IP is a transmission control protocol or internet protocol. So this protocol was introduced in the year 1972. So it was commercially available at the X.25 version. Uh, so in 1973, host concept was introduced by a French network named Cylinder. So next is 1973 to 1979, Ethernet was introduced. So here you can see that the person named Robert Metcalf. Okay, so he introduced ADHA based network system at the University of Hawaii. So in July 1977, the paper was published like Ethernet distribution packet system switching for local computer networks. Okay, so this was the first process of Ethernet wired connection between two computers. In 1976, ARPANET was created by John Murphy of Data Point Corporation, in which token passing networks were used first to share storage devices in 1976. Okay, so this token system means each computer will be given a token at that particular token number. Like when you go for a bank, you go for any transaction to the bank, they'll be providing you tokens. Okay, so when when your token has a number, okay, when they will call the number at the particular time, you will be going to that number and do your services, okay, like that there each computer in the network, they'll be having a token system, token number. That particular token will be accepted for communication. So this is a way of communication in 1976. This method is known as ARCnet. Okay, next, now here comes 1995 fiber optics cable. So this fiber optics cables has an immense amount of speed, since it uses light to transmit data. So the speed capacity of transmission from Ethernet was slightly elevated from 100 Mbps to 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps at 1995. So Ethernet support transmission of high speed capacity towards gigabytes. Okay, so frequently high speed up to 100 gigabytes per second was appended. Still in 1960s, Ethernet has ability to grow easily. Okay, so based on the Ethernet, they have introduced this fiber optics cable. So Ethernet provides electrical transmission of data, but here fiber optic cable provides converts the data signals into light signals, and light will be transmitted through this fiber optics cable. So this cable can retrieve the data at the one end at the speed of light. Okay, so this is a um, elevation or a diagrammatic way of providing you the information evolution. Okay, next is internet. Internet stands for international networking. So here you can see that this is the internet plays a vital role in our day-to-day life. It provides all the information and services to us. Early days, you can see that it is nowadays you can see that it is used for various purposes, like ordering online products, online doing online works. Even you can see that computer classes or educational purpose is using this internet facility to uh, do our job. Okay, so it has some disadvantages also. Okay, so you all know this advantages. It can run up to 24 into 7, all the 365 days, and it is used by e-governance system, and it is used by e-banking system. And you can see that online payments are being used here, and there are some disadvantages also. So simply wasting the precious time on the internet by surfing and searching unwanted things. Okay, we often do that. A lot of unnecessary information is also there. Why? Because anyone can post anything on their page or blog. Okay, so apart from useful information, there are some unwanted or useless information is being stored in the internet. Okay, so hackers and virus can easily theft our more valuable information available in the internet. So there are a lot of security issues are there in the e-banking system. So in the e-banking system, security threats is a very important issue here. So any person who is having access to the internet can take away data by using hacking or virus programs. So internet explosion. Okay, so from 1994, it is expanding. So the internet is been expanding since most of the users are using the services to do their day-to-day activity. So here it is getting bigger and bigger every day. Okay. So in few years, the internet built itself as a high powerful platform that changes their way we do business and the way we communicate. Internet promotes as an universal source of information of billions of people at work, at home, at school. Internet gives high communication medium for given as an international globalized in all dimensions of the world. Okay, so this internet is providing a medium to communicate with a person. Not only a person, share some information to a person. So either the person can be located anywhere around the world. Okay, so he may be apart from countries. Okay, so you can communicate with him without any hesitation by using this internet. So internet is growing all the time by two things having have marked it evaluation. Now nowadays that mobile technology and social webs are the two things that is the reason for growth of computer networks internet. Okay, so the two innovation has changed the people lifestyle to use internet. We may find many communication in communities in social webs. Facebook has created in the year 2004 but grown into a worldwide network all over more than 230 million active users are using this Facebook. Mobile technology on handmade possible to greater reach of internet, increase the internet users all over the world. So next is growth of computer networks. An account of network operates all of us. Uh, the scene in business and home, we usually won't think wrong about it. Still, everything sometimes goes wrong. Okay, nowadays computers networks are developed in a very interesting way. Some key development that has occurred over the past several years includes growth of popularity of cloud storage and cloud computing on behalf of buying physical copies of games, movies, increasingly download and buy digital license. They they are needed by internet. Okay, so here you can see that nowadays cloud information or cloud storage is getting popular. Here you can see that the centralized uh, storage device will be there, so that all the information that we have to share will be stored in that cloud storage. And you can see that uh, all the communications are being done by streaming. Okay, so YouTube videos will be uh, stored in a centralized location. So it will play the videos to the requested user just by streaming to the user. Okay, not downloading that content, the whole content to the local system. So it will just stream the data. Okay, so this is a very important reason for the development of internet. And here you can see that um, Google is now using this. Google as important role in the growth of internet. We use this Google to search content to the internet. And you can see that difficulties faced by the service providers, including Google's, is expanding their residential fiber optic cable, internet service due to increased competition and installation cost of broadband providers. Even through 4G, mobile networks was not reachable by many parts of the world. The industry of telecom has been uh, hard work, hardworking on the development of next generation 5G networks. So the speed of mobile connection increased dramatically. Exactly how much customer was in need of this 5G connection and to go. Okay, when 4G was initially being developed, companies were not waiting and they do not feel shy to advertise about 5G efforts. It might be tested on the lab on by protocol version. Some elements of this standard 5G customers were also being interesting on the promise of signal coverage with 5G. Okay, so here you can see that this is generations of computers. So first generation computers 2.4 kilobits per second. Second generation networks, here you can see that 64 kilobits per second. 3G, okay, it allows 2 megabits per second. 4G you can do up to 100 megabits per second. 5G, here you can see that 1 gigabits per second. Okay, so it would be very easy to transmit data in a 5G network. So telecom industries are now moving on to this 5G network so that you can transmit more amount of data in a very short duration of time. So now here comes the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is used to manage and maintain and even protect the network connection, and enables anonymous built up of traffic and activity which may be result of nasty activities such as DDoS, okay, which means the distributed denial of service attack, which is a hacking services, okay, which is a hacking procedure which is used by the hackers uh, to block the services that is done by a particular system. And here you can see that this artificial intelligence is used to protect the computer network in various hacking process that will destroy the system hardware. So artificial intelligence able to be a better predict traffic, as able to be a better predict traffic as it collects and analyzes data in real time. Some of the network managers were better prepared for a big event such as World Cup, Olympics, Valentine's Day, um, which often puts internet under pressure. Okay, so this artificial intelligence will uh, predict the information, predict the network usage on particular event. For example, nowadays we are using this internet to view the uh, important events like IPL, World Cup, or Olympics. So at this event is happening, computer network artificial intelligence will control this network so that it should not break down or shut down when the number of users or of the internet should when increases suddenly. Okay, so this is done by using this artificial intelligence on the network. So with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the rest of the things in the next class. Thank you, students.